Okay, so we all know about that show. Well, I mean, I presume everyone knows about that show, Sister Wives. It aired back in, I don't know, 2007 or 8 or something like that for the first time. And it's been on forever. And if you don't know, I'll fill you in real quick. It's this guy, Cody Brown, and it's the whole Brown family. And he has now currently 4 wives. 2, I think, have divorced him or are in the process of it, but that is as it stands right now. And I do believe that there is um there's a lot of kids. I mean, it's like that show 18 and Counting or whatever it was. It's like that, but there's like 100. And but no, so here we are, season whatever it is, and the whole thing is they're showing, or what they said is what they've been saying, is the whole thing from the very beginning is the reason they did the show was to show that plural marriage can work. Well, here we are, however long later, 3 ex-wives later at this point. He's actually in the process of getting divorced from his I think in order his second marriage wife. You know what I mean? So he's and then they keep talking about how he has a favorite. Well, guess what? The favorite one is still there and they never have any problems ever, it seems. But of course we know that's not true. And granted, I haven't watched the whole series, so I don't know all the ins and outs of it. But I do know that there are a lot of things that happen behind the scenes in shows like this because of course it's fake. I mean, it's to a degree, it is real. I mean, these are real people, like real lives and all that. But I mean, I started. It's free on, I think YouTube, at least some of it. I'm gonna try to catch up because it's like my new soap opera. But it made me think: why is this actually part of the Mormon religion? I mean, is it still a common practice to have more than one wife? And from the little bit that I've researched, I didn't look this up before or anything, so I haven't seen this for a while. But the last time I checked, that it's kind of like only for the old school OG devout Mormons. I mean, so it's kind of technically still a practice, but not among the great population of Mormons. So Mormonism as a whole, I don't think really does the polygamy thing, but these people, the Browns, do. And so every episode it's so predictable. It's so predictable. Christine, the newest wife that's actually left, is living in wherever she's living, and she's Cody sucks. Cody sucks. Oh my gosh, give me drama, give me gossip, give me gossip. And then Janelle, the one who was most recently left him, is still kind of torn. You know, I mean, there was the one episode where they had dinner just to talk and stuff, and he said, you know, I loved you, and that kind of thing. So I mean, there's still something there, I think. Well, I mean, there's something enough to where they can be civil with each other. But according to Janelle, she says that it is not that way, that they are not actually civil. But that's fine. And so with Mary, the first wife, she is still there, not legally married because they had to get divorced so he could marry the fourth one. Oh my gosh, these people. And but she's still there, but basically knows that she doesn't really have a place necessarily. And he has all but made that clear. I mean, he has it. There was a thing in the last episode we watched, she said something about going to wherever it was to open up a shop with her friend, and he was pretty much just like, okay. And then Robin, they had this talk prior to, Robin and her had this talk about, you know, oh, well, you got to fight for it and blah, blah, blah. And Robin did her talking head, and she's like, I just don't, I wish it could just be so happy. And like I said, I'm not blaming their feelings and stuff, but it's just so, it's so predictable. And Cody the whole time always somehow manages it to play that he's this victim. And it's like, bro, you're a dude who married 4 women. And I'm assuming your vows said to, you know, for better or worse kind of crap. And it basically, from what I've gathered, the way he is with his kids and all that, he does. I mean, in the beginning seasons, he did seem like a good dad. And I'm not saying he isn't now. He just seems to be very good at them when they're younger, very good with them when they're younger. And kind of just, they fall off the rails whenever they're teenagers. It's probably the fact that when they turn, you know, 15 and they start giving him lip, he's like, I don't have people say no to me. What do I do? And so that's probably why he just kind of dips whenever they turn a certain age. But the thing that I really find interesting about it is how they all will be doing, you know, whatever they're doing. And of course they get interviewed separately, because they used to all get interviewed as a couple, but now it's not a thing anymore. So that doesn't really happen, but they get interviewed separately. And it's always they still try to do the whole reality show thing where it's you don't know, the one person will say something. It'll be like, you know, Cody said that. Well, and then of course on the flip side he'll be like, well, I never said that. I don't know what Mary's thinking, but I just don't know. I should just be the devil I think I am. And it's interesting because I just don't see the value in shows like this. I know that I'm watching it, and I know that I'm probably answering my own question by the fact it's just a corporate machine that makes these shows and just gets us to watch TLC because that's the only thing they have on there. You ever look at TLC's roster? It's Sister Wives and, you know, Dr. Pimple Popper and my 27 Kids, all John and Kate plus 8. That was the biggie when I think first TLC kind of started going off the rails. John and Kate plus 8, if you remember that one, she is the Octomom, and that was her big thing. Sorry, that was their big thing. And now, you know, that's just in shambles like everything else on these networks happens. It's kind of like Lifetime, but it's Lifetime with reality shows. That's what it is. It's a Lifetime reality show network. And I love every second of it. Not really. It is entertaining. It's the stupidest crap you'll ever watch, but you know, it's entertaining. So it's kind of like my soaps, you know. My soap opera is Sister Wives. And I'm fine with that. You know, sometimes you just need that mind-numbing TV to just, especially with the shit that's happening now, you just need something like a comfort comfort food, comfort whatever it may be. And I think that that's fine. And I think and that's the thing, at the end of the day, they're not hurting anybody, really. I mean, maybe hurting our mental capacity, but they're not doing any real damage. I mean, in their families, of course, but as far as the outside world is concerned, the Browns, I don't think, are really doing too much to be a detriment to the American society or the world for that matter. So maybe it's okay to kind of take our minds off of the horrible things that are happening in the world and just, you know, unplug and that's all great. But with that being said, give us content. Don't just give us. At this point, I think yeah, it's drama and it's funny, haha. But I think a lot of it, I'm just kind of watching to see if he ends up getting left alone at the end of the day when they're all just like, oh god, this guy's a turd. You know, let's just dip out. But I don't know. We're still in the midst of it, people. But I will keep my eye on that and give you updates if you're interested. If not, you can check out my other videos, and I will be back with something soon. So take it easy, my friends.